Hello, thank you for joining. One second. Oops. Okay, let's get this party started. No, Hello, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. One sec, I'm still trying to sort out my lights. I'm not getting any help here. Yeah, that's fine. How are you doing? What do you think about the Premier League? We had the first games played. What do you think about it? Who do you think is going to win this Premier League? We've watched almost everyone play. We've watched Chelsea, we've watched Liverpool, we've watched Man United, we've watched almost everyone. So who do you think is going to win this Premier League? Based on their performances, especially in this first week. Oh, where's Freddie? So guys, if you just joined in, let me know where you are streaming from, please. Hello Henry, how are you doing? Inos Henry, how are you doing? Where are you streaming from? Who do you think will win this Premier League this season? Before the start, I made a video where I said Arsenal was going to win this Premier League. And I said if there's anyone, they are from Guam. I've heard of Guam. Is Guam in India or is it one of those islands around Australia? But I've heard that name Guam. I'm so embarrassed I can't remember where I saw Guam. But I've seen that. What is that? Anyway, I'm swimming from Bristol. Micronesia. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it was from those the new continent. Okay. Yeah. So, which football club do you support? Are you into football? Who do you support? Amelia, hi. Can I be moderator? You just joined my life for the very first time, and the first thing you ask is being a moderator. You know, I have a few criteria I look at before I make people moderators. Of course, I can make you moderator. I like and I sub. Thank you for subscribing. But you have to be on my life a couple of times before I make you a moderator. I've had so many moderators, but there are a few things you have to do in order to be qualified to make a moderator. I'll be happy to make a moderator, trust me. And I do a lot of lives, so it won't take long until you reach that threshold to be made a moderator. So Amelia Jaxi, where are you streaming from? Yeah, so as I was saying, I made a video just for the start of the Premier League. I did on my iPad, but it broke or started together. At the start of the Premier League, I said Arsenal was going to win this league, And I said, if there is anyone from England, where is that in England? If you don't mind me asking, what part of England? I made a video where I said Arsenal was going to win this Premier League, and that if there is any team that will get closer to Arsenal, and then it will be Manchester United. But after watching Manchester United against Hull City, where they lost 2-0 against a team that just got promoted into the Premier League, I've changed my mind. I'm kidding. I'm not just gonna ask for. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. From Sunderland, it was not a very good result for Sunderland. Not a very good start. They lost to Ipswich Town. I was surprised because Sunderland ended the season on a high last season. So I was surprised that they lost to Ipswich, because Sunderland has a very good team. They have a very, very good team. I expected them to beat Ipswich. Hello there, Bro FC. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Where are you swimming from? The Bro FC, it feels like I've seen you on my live before. Have you been on my live before? That name looks familiar. It looks like a name that has been on my live before. But after watching Manchester United against Hull City, I've changed my mind. I don't think United has what it takes. You are from Serbia. Ooh. Have I ever had anyone from Serbia in my life? I've not had anyone from, have I? I'm not sure. But I've had someone from Kosovo. I've had someone from Kosovo. I've had someone from Bulgaria. And I think Czech Republic. But I don't think I've had anyone from Serbia. I want to tell you something. Do you play Roblox? If you want, it's your name. Now, I don't play Roblox. I don't know why so many people ask me the question. Whenever I come on a live, people ask me, do you play Roblox? I don't play them. I don't play games. I don't know how to play games. How are you? Yeah, the Balkans. Yeah. Yeah. I know that most of those countries are the Balkans. The Serbia, Albania, Montenegro, Croatia, they are all the Balkans. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a few people on my life from the Balkans say, I know they do it to me. I sub to you. Oh, thank you for the sub. So the Bro FC, do you watch football? Which team? What is the biggest football club in Serbia? I can't remember. What's like the biggest club in Serbia? The biggest professional club, the one that comes to the Champions League or the Europa League. I can't remember seeing any. I can't remember any club from Serbia. You are the first person that says stuff to me. I get ignored. What do you mean? You are the first person that says stuff to me. I get ignored. You are not ignored, Amelia. You are not. You said, I know they do it to me. You asked if I play Roblox. I said, no, I don't play Roblox. I did not ignore you. Red Star. Oh, I've heard of you, Red Star. We won the Champions League in 1999. Woo, that's a long time ago. See who is here. Vira. Vira, how was the GCSEs? Yeah, Vira, I know that the first thing you come on to say is Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea won. Who did they win against? Fulham. Let's see how they do next weekend when they play a proper club, Brighton. You enjoyed the game. I didn't watch it, Vira. I was driving to London, so I didn't have to watch it. John Van Der, how are you doing? Thanks for joining, John. Sorry, I missed your message. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Which one is Fulham? You beat Fulham. I went on tons of live, and your life is the one that responds to all the comments. Oh, okay, Amelia. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I try to reply to all the comments that I can. If I don't reply to a comment, it means that I didn't see it. But I always try to reply to all the comments. Thank you so much for that. You are the first person to say my name correctly. I'm proud of you. You are proud of me. Thank you for that. How are you doing, though? I think you're joining my life for the very first time. Where are you streaming from? So Red Star won the Champions League in 1999, 1991. I've heard of Red Star. Oh, thank you, Amelia. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So since then, have they been? When was the last time they were in the Champions League? I think it feels like they just get trashed or eliminated in the first round because I've not seen them at a decent level in the Champions League for a very long time. For a very, very long time. I haven't seen them. Vira, where are you? Are you done? I haven't seen them in the Champions League. So are they in the Champions League this season or are they in the Europa League? So guys, let us know in the comment section, who do you support? I think 2022 is our last Champions League. Okay. 2022. That's like 4 years ago. 2022, the last time Star FC. Wow. So which team now from Serbia qualifies for the Champions League? Which team? Which one is like the top team in the country now that makes it to the Champions League year in, year out? I always say that I want a Champions League where nobody. Oh, so they just get eliminated in the knockout stages. That's tough. I always say that I want a Champions League where instead of having 4 teams from the UK or 5 like it was last season, if they should have 3 teams in the UK, maybe 3 from Spain, so that other European nations should also be given those opportunities to play the Champions League. I hate the fact that a team in Wales that finishes top of the Welsh League have to go play qualifiers. Partizan is the second best club in Serbia. Oh, Partizan. I think I know about Partizan. I've heard of them. And they are in the Conference League. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I just feel like, personally, I feel like any team that finishes top in their league should be in the Champions League. They don't have to go play qualifiers. As long as you are in Europe, if you finish top of the league, and then you should get automatic qualification. And then whoever finishes second or third, they can go do the qualifiers. Because it's painful that a team in Latvia finishes top of their league and then they have to go play qualifiers. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know a Serbian league because I want to see teams from small European countries playing in the Champions League. Because the thing is, if you have teams from small countries playing the Champions League, it helps them economically. Amelia, you are back. Yes, good to have you back. It helps those teams financially. They make a lot of money playing in the Champions League. Instead of us having the same teams in the Champions League year in, year out. Amelia, what do you think? We were saying that Teams that finish first in Europe, top of their leagues in Europe, should be in the Champions League. They should not have to play qualifiers. For example, you find teams in Wales, teams that finish top of the Welsh League, they have to go play qualifiers to go to the Champions League. I personally feel like if a team finishes top in Latvia or Malta or Serbia, they should automatically be in the Champions League. If you finish top of the league, you do not have to go play the qualifiers or the knockout, as they call them. It will help those teams financially. Just imagine a team from Wales. Let's take a team like Pontypridd Town. Let's say a team like Pontypridd Town wins the Welsh League and then they play in the Champions League. The financial advantage, it means at the end of that, even if they get eliminated from the Champions League, they would have made a lot of money, which they can use that money to improve their facilities. You know, club from Israel defended as what? Club from Israel. There's this club. What club was that from Israel? I can't remember any club from Israel. Wait, I can't remember any club from Israel. I can't think of any, to be honest. Defeat. They defeated you, a team from Israel. Was that in the Champions League qualifiers? That is why I don't like those qualifiers. If someone finishes top of their league, just let them play. Just let them get automatic qualification. You know, instead of having to go play the knockout. Okay, Amelia, that's fine. Tomorrow, I'm not sure about tomorrow, but wait, I think I should do it tomorrow. No, we got a game tomorrow. We've got our own game tomorrow because I also coach football. We have a game in the evening, so I won't be live tomorrow. I've got some stuff I'm doing tomorrow. Then after that, we've got a game. But I'll probably be live on Friday. I think there's a football game on Friday. Who is that? Someone is playing on Friday. I think Crystal Palace against Man City. I'll be live on that one. Where am I from? I'm from Cameroon, the Bro FC. You should know Cameroon because we play against Serbia in the 2002 World Cup in Qatar. Who won that game? I think that game ended 3-3, I think. Yeah. We played against Serbia. I think it was 3-3. Wait, let me see this. Uh, you. Yes, we are in group with Brazil and Switzerland. Yes, we were in the same group. We lost to Switzerland, and that was the game that killed us in that tournament. We lost to Switzerland, and then we drew with Serbia, and then we beat Brazil, but we still got eliminated with 4 points. We should have beaten Switzerland, to be honest. We should have beaten them. But I don't think Serbia were in the last World Cup. I'm not sure. Serbia used to have a very good team. When they had this guy, was Anatovic. Not Anatovic. The guy that played for Fulham, the striker. I forgot his name now. Say we are not trashing football. Yeah, they used to be very good. All those Balkan states used to be very good. There was this guy who played for Fulham. What was that his name? I can't remember his name. Mitrovic. Yes, that was him. Mitrovic. Yeah. Where's him now? I think he left Fulham and went to, was it Saudi? He was so good. He was a very, very good striker. But apart from him, Serbia had some very good players. Yeah, he went to Saudi Arabia from Fulham, but I haven't heard from him for a very long time. So does he still play for the Serbian national team? So who do you think? Who do you guys think will win the Premier League? We have watched the first week of the Premier League. Who do you think will win? Juventus. Do you say he plays for Juventus now? Really? United? Nah. Come on. You can't say Man United. Did you watch them against Hull City? They were terrible. They were terrible against. No, I don't think United will win that Premier League. They started really, really bad. Really, really bad. I think, I think Arsenal will win the Premier League again. Hello, Aniru. How you doing, my brother? Aniru, the Bro FC said Manchester United will win the Premier League. I don't agree because they started off really, really bad, and then secondly, Arsenal has a very good team. They have a manager that has been with the team for, I think, is it the fourth or sixth season? The fourth or the fifth season. So they have a very good structure. Chelsea has a new manager. I'm good, Anirudh. I'm good. Chelsea has a new manager. It will take time for those players to gel and play together. And during that period, they will drop points. The Bro FC said Man United will win the Premier League. I disagree. So Chelsea will take time to gel and to start winning games. Liverpool has a new manager, and I watched Liverpool against Newcastle. I do not think, yeah, Alonso is a new trend. I do not think Liverpool has what it takes to win that Premier League. Maybe they're going to sign some other new players, but with the players that they've got now and the way they play against Newcastle, they didn't look like they will win that Premier League now. And then I'm not even talking about Tottenham. Tottenham that lost 3-0 against Brighton, Brentford. No chance. And then looking at a team like, okay, the Bro FC will be here. We are waiting for you. So I do not think any of those teams will beat Arsenal in that title race. Except something happens. The transfer window is open If there's signs of new players, and then fine. If not, I do not see any of those teams overtaking Arsenal. Arsenal just has everything from the defense, the midfield, to the forward players. Andy, who do you think will win the Spanish La Liga? Barcelona or Real Madrid? Tema United to participate in India Super League, where they may give some hope, where they may give some hope and smiling faces to their fans. Man United fans will not like that. You think Barcelona? Don't forget that Real Madrid got Jose Mourinho now. And Jose Mourinho knows how to win stuff. The reason they brought Jose Mourinho to Real Madrid is because they want him to win that league. And he looks like he will do it. It's going to be tough. I watched Barcelona against Elche. They played really well, scored 5 goals. But again, they are playing against Elche. So we'll see. But I'm sorry, but I want Real Madrid to win La Liga. Because I love Jose. I've always loved him. And that is one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of the Spanish league. And then we say, no, man. If you look at Real Madrid, there are signs of very good players, and they got Jose now. Jose, who knows how to win trophies. So, the chances of Real Madrid winning that Spanish league are very high. That's what I think. Okay, the Bro FC is back. The Bro FC, we were talking about the Spanish league between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Who do you think will win the Spanish league? It will be tough, but I want Real Madrid to win it. That's what I think. I want Real Madrid to win it because Barca won last season. Oh, he said Real. There we go. And the person said Real Madrid. You see? Another person said Real Madrid. I want Real to win it. I think about 10K, 10.3, I think. Yeah, I think about 10.3. 10.3, yes. Now you have added me a sub, so I want Liverpool to lose. Aniro, don't be a hater, man. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Come on. Don't be a hater. You have 63. Yeah, if you just carry on putting content and then you have more. It's just about putting more content. That is what it is. The more content you put on there, the more subscribers you will get. I was a fan of Liverpool. Yeah. Well, Liverpool, man. Honestly, I watched Liverpool against Newcastle. I was worried, to be honest. I was worried. Like I do not see Liverpool like a team that will will fight for that title. No, I have 6 subs. I only film 2 weeks. Wow, just 2 weeks. It means that if you film more, you are going to have more. Yeah. If if you, you- if you film more, put more videos, and then you will get more followers. You film Minecraft videos. Ah, okay. Yeah, there are so many people who play games. Who some play games, some just watch uh, um, video games. So majority of them will be interested in your videos because I have looked at people who play games and put on YouTube. They have some very good views, some very very good views. Do you know what CS2 is now? I don't play video games. United or Arsenal? Honestly speaking, I will pick Arsenal over United all day long. I will pick Arsenal over United because I support Liverpool. Liverpool or Liverpool. Liverpool, exactly. But I feel like Liverpool needs to sign 2 or 3 more good. I would say three or minimum 3 good players because they are struggling. They struggle against Newcastle. They don't look like a team that will challenge for that title. They don't. They were so flat. They were so average. You know, you don't want that. I miss that Liverpool of club, high metal football. I miss that. The Liverpool this time around is doing my head in, to be honest. India has a strong and vast fan base of Liverpool. Really? That's good. That's very good. Right wing is Frimpong, which to me, Frimpong is not a fullback. You know, Frimpong is not a fullback. And even when he goes forward, he doesn't dribble as much as he used to when he was at uh, 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 Leverkusen. He loses the ball a lot. Even your father is a die-hearted fan of Liverpool. Really? Wow, that's interesting. Oh no. Yeah, Liverpool they're not as good as they used to be. I just feel like Liverpool needs to buy players. They need to buy players because, especially those fullbacks, Kakas and Frimpong, who is winning the European League. Ooh, that would be tough. That Champions League would be tough. I would say Barcelona can win it this time. Real Madrid has a team that can win it. Even Arsenal can win it. PSG she has a good team. Uh, um, Bayern has a good team as well. So all of them have some very good teams. That one blue Champions League. You watch 5 matches of Liverpool on the stadium. Really? That one below Champions League. The one below Champions League is Europa League. That one I don't know who win it. That one is always some guy from nowhere just comes and wins it. You watch 5 matches of Liverpool in the stadium. Wow. When was that? Was that in England or did he go to watch them in Europe? Sorry guys, let me just think. Yeah, the sad thing is I've never watched Liverpool play, but I will try to watch them this season. I'll try as much as possible to watch them this season. But getting a ticket to watch a game at Anfield is tough. It's tough. So I'll probably watch them when they go to Aston Villa or they go to City. I can easily get a City ticket. But watching them at Anfield will be tough. He watched the 2009-2010 season. Wow, that's great. Those are memories that will stay with him for a very long time. Red Star won 15 derby in a row. 15. Aves Partizan. Wow. 15 in a row. That is a lot. That is a lot of wins. I don't think there is any team in the UK that has won the other time the other team 15 times in a row. Oh, no, wait, we used to have we have Newcastle and Sunderland, and I think Sunderland has won most of the derbies. Yeah. Manchester United against Liverpool. It's like 50-50. Hello, Timmy. How are you doing, Timmy? Thanks for joining. I only watch Indian Super League and our Asian biggest derby. Okay. So, Anirudh, like Indian Super League, how many, how much crowd do they attract? Like Indian Super League, does it attract so many fans? Argentina have a good derby. Yeah, Argentina does. I think Boca Junior and some other person I can't remember, and there are some very big ones in Brazil as well. All those Santos and Botafogo, they have some tough derbies down there. Very very tough derbies in those countries. Someone red and white. I can't remember who they are. because I know of Boca Junior, but I don't know who their rivals are. I'm not really sure. Mm. But there are some very big ones in uh, um, in Brazil. Big ones like big derbies like Botafogo and the Santos. They are always tough games, and I think there are like eight tough teams in Brazil that are really good. Highest attendance was 70K. Wow, 70,000. That's a lot. Average is 11K. Any 11K is good for a team that has not been in the World Cup and major Asian leagues. 17K is a lot. 70. That's good money for the club. That's good money. That's good money. I won't lie. That's good money. Derby matches makes the highest attendance. Of course, people like derbies. And talking about derbies, I went to Bristol Rovers, which is down the road, to watch them last Saturday. I could not get a ticket because it was a derby. They were playing against Newport County, who are like 25 minutes away from here in Wales. Because I haven't got a history watching Bristol Rovers, I could not get a ticket. So tickets were only open to season ticket holders and people who have been who have history watching them. So I didn't get a ticket. What do you think? Did Argentina rob World Cup and 2002 and 2002? I would say they deserve it, but the one in 2006 they had some favors. I won't lie. They had so many favors, so many favors. There are so many favors. I won't lie. And our derby is Asia's one of the biggest derby. No one can match the standard of our derby in Asia. So that derby is between which clubs? Which clubs? Which which clubs have those big derbies? What do you call them? My best footballer ever is Samuel Eto'o. That's my best footballer ever, all day long. I don't care what people say about Ronaldo and Messi and whoever. I grew up watching Samuel Eto'o face the joy Samuel Eto'o brought to us as Cameroonians, the trophies he won, the individual awards. I feel and I believe that Samuel Eto'o has been my best. He was so good. He was so good. Eto'o all day long is known as Kokata Derby. That's Mohongan Super Giants vs East Bengal FC. Wow, that's good. So those teams, do they do well in the Asian Champions League? When they go to Asian Champions League, do they do well, or do they go there and just get smashed by those teams from Japan and South Korea and Australia? I think I've heard of this Bengal FC. I've heard of them. I think they are one of the biggest clubs in India. Both of the clubs went. Did they do well? Did they do well in those competitions? Though you like Zlatan. Yeah, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I like him. He is a good player. Apart from being a good player, I like his personality. Zlatan is just, he doesn't take life seriously. You know, he just does his thing. Last time Hagama went, but they withdraw their name because of Iran issue. Why? Why did they withdraw because of Iran? I just hate when people start bringing politics into football, to be honest. They are not in. Wait, they withdrew because Iran was playing. Why did they withdraw? Was it because teams from Iran were in the tournament? What was the reason? Why did they withdraw? The bro FC said, "I am so kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that." Why did they withdraw? I just want people to keep politics away from football, because politics is something that is provoked by old people, politicians who have made money, they've made a life for themselves, you know, and then they just feel like they can manipulate everyone else. And that really annoys me, to be honest. It really annoys me. You know, politicians do whatever they want to do, and then they bring their politics into football and spoil it for everyone else. That's not fair. That's not fair. I don't like it. They should keep politics out of football, because Mohammega had a foreigner from Australia, and as per club they said Australians are restricted to Iran. So that's the reason. Okay, so he could not travel to Iran to play the game. But you can't withdraw from a major tournament because one of your players is denied from entry. If you look at the World Cup, so many Iranian fans and officials were banned, but Iran still went there and participated. So why would you withdraw because of one player? That's not that doesn't. They already got banned. To me, that is not a good reason to withdraw, because when you withdraw from those tournaments, you are losing money. You are losing a lot of money. A lot of money. You are losing a lot of money. You are losing a lot of money. Your best video have 57K viewers, and your best shot have 70K. Yeah, that video was, I think my best video was the one that got 17 views, because that was organic. This one that had 57 views, I promoted it on YouTube, so I don't count it. I count the one where I had 17 views during the African Nations Cup. But where was the management at the time of the draw? Exactly. Where was the management? That is a very good question. They were not aware. That is a thing. That is a thing. Because if you are signing a player from Australia when you know Australians are not allowed into Iran, and then that's on you. I think they should be able to have taken that into consideration before signing him. Whoever is in charge of signing players in that club needs to be fired. Like they are not doing their job properly. Either they are not doing their job properly, or they don't just know what they are doing. Yeah, someone needs to be fired because you can't tell me that you go sign a player from a country that is not allowed to another country where you'll be playing games. You know, Calcutta football fans are dangerous fans. Really? Why are they dangerous? Are they just dangerous or passionate? Because that's what most people fail to differentiate. There's a difference between being dangerous and being passionate. As a football manager, someone who coaches football, I would call it passionate, not danger, not dangerous. They're just passionate. They want their team to win, you know. And that is what I like about football. I like fans that want their team to win. Already fans did many protests, and then fans also mess up with those Australian players. What I always say is that football teams are owned by the fans. Take it or leave it. We know that all these investors come in and put in money and all that. But the origin of football, football is owned by fans. It is their game. So if fans say things are not going in a particular way, they have to fix it because they are the people who come to the stadium to watch the games. If the fans don't watch the games, football will be boring. I will send you the video. Okay, yeah, I'll be waiting for it. If fans do not come to the games to watch it, football will be boring. Unfortunately, some directors and club owners feel like they own the club. They don't. Most of those clubs were already built before these so-called presidents and directors came in. They probably just have a stake of the club or a particular share, but that club belongs to the fans. It belongs to the fans, you know. So, Timmy, you are back. So, Timmy, we're talking about the Premier League. Who do you think will win the Premier League? And Mohagam is not a franchise. They are naturally grown club with culture, food, and many more. I think understood what I mean by natural. Exactly. That is what football should be. You know, football should be something that is owned by the clubs where it should be community based. You know, not what it is now where these guys come from nowhere, pump in money and make some stupid decisions. And some of those decisions have caused so many clubs. There are so many clubs that have vanished because some owners come in, put in money, and then they make some wrong decisions, and then the club just goes down. We've seen it a lot, a lot, a lot. We've seen it a lot. The management should be restricted and cooperative towards their fans and demands. Of course, they should. That's why I like German Bundesliga, because in Germany, most of the football clubs, if not all of them, are still owned by the fans. The fans own shares in those football clubs, and that's why their tickets are not very expensive. Like in England, most of the owners in England just want to make money. What is the Bro FC said? I need to go have this. Be okay. All right, the Bro FC, thank you for joining. As I said, I will be live on most days, especially weekends when there are Premier League games. So now that you are a subscriber, whenever I'm live, you'll be sending a notification. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on my live. And at that time, Ace Banger did many trolls. So they are fans, yeah. Yeah, that's football for you, man. There's always banter. Once a club does something wrong, uh, didn't you see the one that happened between Southampton and Middlesbrough, where they spy on Middlesbrough and beat Middlesbrough in the playoffs, and then Southampton first game in the championship, Watford fans almost killed them. Watford fans give them a very difficult time, a very, very difficult time. So football fans love stuff like that. Football fans love stuff like that. They will give you a proper stick. Oof. They also did alternative signings to fill up the Australian spot. And Moagama, also known as National Club. Why are they known as the National Club of India? Do they get favors from? I hate when a club is regarded as a national club of a nation because they tend to get favors. I don't like that. You know, some decisions go their way. Some refs tend to favor them. I don't like that because if my team is playing against a team like that, and then I'm already worried. I'm already worried. They also did the alternative signing, filling up the Australian spots. Mm, I can't say it's an honor. Okay, let's take, for example, let's take Premier League, for example, and then you pick a club. Let's say you pick Manchester United or maybe Liverpool or Arsenal to say this is like a national club. How would that look like? Think about it. Think about it. How would that look like? Have a think. They just pick or okay, you support Barcelona. Let's say the Spanish government be like, okay, Real Madrid will act like the national club. How would Barcelona feel? They were part of freedom. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because if I was the president of a club, I own a club in India, and then I wouldn't be happy that a particular club is regarded as a national club. No, we should all play on a level ground because if they are a national club and then they will be getting favors, which is not fair. Which is not fair. That's how I see it. you know. It's not a certificate. It's just a claim and honor by our first minister. Ah, okay. The prime minister. Yeah, I just want football to just be football. You know, I do not want politics or politicians mingling into football affairs now. They should stay away from football. Just let it be what it is. Oh, it was a sixth minister. Okay. Yeah, I saw a video where uh, the owner of that academy, that academy that's doing really well, he was talking about some competitions that his club will be participating in. I think that guy should be made the coach of India national team under maybe under 18 so that he can nurture those players. So that in 3 4 years time they'll be ready to qualify India for the World Cup. That's what I think. Because he has a very good academy, very good academy. And brother, Mohagana has biggest history. If you go through their history, you'll be shocked. Really? Are they like those teams that have been there forever? Those ones people always say they were created by or they were started by plantation workers who used to work really hard and then they went from a team. Just like if you look at teams in England, like I think West Ham and Millwall, they always talk about they were built by people that work in the shipyards. So they have a very strong history. I think it's Millwall or West Ham, one of them. Yeah, yeah. I remember you told me that they were pretty good in football, and then some people came in who don't who are not putting money into the game. But it's sad. It's really sad because a team like India should be in the World Cup. You know, they should it should be in the World Cup. But one day it will happen, especially uh, 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 with that academy that you guys have. Yes, Mira Academy. Yeah, yeah. But I think the government should get involved. They need a hand because that guy can't do it all by himself. You know, they need a little bit of support from the government. They need a little bit of support from the government. And then I think I watched I don't know if you were the one that sent me that video that I think India was trying to go get a manager for the youth team. I can't remember. Hello, Adam Peterson. Of course, I remember you. Oh, guys, I've got a call. Let me answer this call, please. One second, I've got a call. I'll be back. Hello? Yes, come on. No, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. No, that's okay, Gamali. I just read. Yep. Yeah, yeah, wow. Yeah, Yeah. Well, it's fine. It's okay. I just noticed that it was probably traffic, so it's fine. I don't think I have a problem with that. It's okay. Okay. All right then. No, she's okay. She's all right. It's going well. We are managing, but it's going well. We're in pre-season now. The league will start next month. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody already started. Yes, yeah. Okay, 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 okay. All right, that's fine. Okay, all right, that's fine. All right, yeah, bye. Bye. Oh, sorry guys, I was on a call. I'm back now. Sorry, I go to bed since it's 10 in my country. Bye. Hope you have a great day. Morning, night, evening. Oh, Adam, thank you so much. Sorry guys, I was on a call. I'm back now. And I think someone just tried to call me again. Let me call this guy. I'm trying to bring one of my friends on my live. Okay, Adam, I'll see you tomorrow. Let me just give a guy a short call. Okay. Yeah, Freddy, sorry man, you called me when I was on another call and I'm on a live again. Yeah, that is what I want to be doing now. That is my plan. That's my plan every day, at least an hour. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm back. Yes. So, where was I? I was saying I'm hungry. I got my pop off. Yes. Let's talk about some signings. We have watched the first week of the Premier League. What is your take? Which team do you think needs to sign who? Well, personally, I feel like Liverpool needs to sign players. Liverpool needs to sign players because when I watched them against Newcastle, they were not convincing at all. They're not convincing. And I've been saying this since last season. Those Liverpool those fullbacks, Kakes and Frimpong, Liverpool will not win trophies with those two fullbacks. It's not happening. Do you know India is going to play friendlies with Brazil, Panama, Uruguay, Cape Verde, and New Zealand? Really? Okay, let me show you the team that will destroy India. Brazil will destroy India. Panama were in the World Cup. They had a very good team. Uruguay, in fact, Cape Verde. India might have an easy one against New Zealand, but you see all those other teams, Brazil, Panama, Uruguay, Cape Verde, they will beat India. At least 3-0. I'm sorry to say it, but at least 3-0. That's what I think. That's my honest opinion. So I think Liverpool needs to sign at least 3 good players. 3. Brazil is waste of money. Why? Why is that? Why do you think Brazil is waste of money? Why? Why is that? They're not. I was really, really surprised with their performance at the World Cup because Brazil was one of the teams that I thought would win that World Cup. While our federation is taking this type of bullshit decisions. Well, just like we said last time, and most of these federations they have what they call misplaced priorities. But if you look at the money they will spend playing those games, that is enough money they would have taken to develop grassroots football. Yeah, New Zealand is okay because it's close to India, of course. The reason why they fix these games is because someone is making money out of it. That's it. Someone is making money out of it. The ones that are supposed to be doing, nobody's doing it. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, bro, you make me laugh. He said also India, New Zealand will score 5 to 6 goals. Hmm. 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 The sad thing is, I've never watched India play. Never. I would say that's one of the countries I've never watched them play. So I need let's do this. Whenever India has a game, let me know and then send me a link where I can watch it. I really want to watch India play. I've never watched India play. I've watched China play. That was it? There was a World Cup that China came to. I can't remember, but I've watched China play. I've not watched India play. If New Zealand can score 5 to 6 against India, it means they are really bad, and then it means they will struggle against Uruguay, Brazil, and Cape Verde. Because New Zealand looks like the weakest team in that group. Brazil will do their half century. Hmm. I do not think India would have accepted that friendly against Brazil because it would just kill the morals of the players, to be honest. It will damage their motivation because they will just go in there and get battered. Nobody wants that. They will be battered. But don't be surprised, Brazil is not as good as you all think they are. They're struggling in the World Cup. And after 3 months, we'll be having football president elections. So I think because usually 3 months. So do you think the guy that will come in will be a good guy? Because most of the times it's not just about those elections, it's about who takes over. Majority of the time, countries like our countries, you always have one bad guy being replaced by another bad guy. People who come in just to steal all the money. It's bad. It's bad. They don't really do enough to develop the football. That's the reason they are doing these friendlies. They are doing friendlies because of elections, so that he can win elections. Ah, politics, man. That's what happens when you get politicians running football, or the decisions that they make are politically motivated, which is not good. So that in his election campaign, he'll be like, oh, I brought in Brazil, I brought in Uruguay and Cape Verde. That's not what people want. People want to see development in football. That's what we want to see. The majority of the time, people in government don't care. They don't care. You know, just do what pleases them. They just want to be a president of the team. You know, they don't want to develop the game. It's just about money. And that is why football in countries like ours is struggling. It's struggling a lot. It's sad, but that's the reality. I always say it all the time that people who run football in our countries are politicians, not people who actually have passion for the game, not people who want to develop the game. It is people who come into football just for their own pockets, you know. And majority of the time, they pay attention only on the national team. They don't pay attention on grassroots football, and that is the area where more attention is needed. But they don't do it. You know, they don't do it. It's sad, but that's the reality. It is what it is. We have a good candidate for the president position, who is our Indian football legendary player, Baichong Botia, who also played in Barry Efton. But are you sure he will win? That's the question. Are you sure he will win? Because the thing is, most of these guys who have played football, they come in with a very good intention. But these old people who have been there for a very long time, they have made friends with all the politicians. Some of them are even part of the president's party. They are likely to win. You know, I really want to see a situation where football is managed by people who have played the game or people who understand the game, not politicians. But it's going to take a long time for that to happen. A very long time for that to happen. Mm. He requested fans to boycott the Brazilian friendly. Yeah, well, it's useless. Useless. Why are they playing against Brazil? It's useless. It's useless. So you can actually tell that that friendly against Brazil is politically motivated. It's useless. They lose to teams like Bangladesh and Afghanistan. So how the federation can take this type of if you lose to teams like Bangladesh and Afghanistan, and then you have friendly should be against teams like Thailand, Indonesia, not Brazil. And the good thing is economically, it's good for financially, it's good for India if they play against. Yeah. Oh, it's got all that shit. Let me to come out movie now. Hello, Son Goku. How are you doing? Long time, man. How are you? Yeah, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, good opponent. Exactly. Rowan Roro, how are you doing? He said, them. Yeah, those are the opponents they should be playing against. Those ones. Indonesia, Malaysia, not Brazil and Uruguay and Cape Verde. Same thing we are also telling. Exactly. I'm good, man. I'm good. Mariam, stop changing your names, girl. Jesus Christ. Every time you come in with a different name, a different profile. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Mariam? What is wrong with you? No, I'm just, there is no need for all these big friendlies. You got to go. Okay, Son Goku, I'll see you some other time. Thanks for popping by. And just to let you know that this season I'll be doing a lot of streaming, especially on match days. So whenever you have the time, just pop on, man. And I saw something that said I think Aston Villa is looking to sign Jackson from Chelsea. What is Mariam saying now? I bought new football boots, but they are very light in color, like lemon. When you bought them, didn't you see that? When am I live next? I'll be live maybe tomorrow. We've got a game tomorrow. after the game, I'll probably be live. I would say about it'll be late because we have a game that will probably finish around 8 o'clock. Mm. But I'll be live for a few minutes. Hello, Bini Botema. Buni Botema. That sounds like a Congolese name. Official has ruled in favor of Morocco. So Morocco are African champions. CAF ruled in favor of Morocco. So Morocco are African champions. Sorry, Beni Botema. Football is played on the pitch and not in offices. I rest my case. I want to see it, Mariam. Please show me. They don't deserve to be champions. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you. They don't. Thank you. You win football games on the pitch, not in the offices. Thank you, Timmy Jimmy. Tell him. For example, my CV deserve a Deloitte interview to convert it to a job, but I'm going to give the Google interview by which I can't get same job in India Football Federation. Exactly, Aniro. That is the situation. Everyone have to accept. Who is everyone? The only people that think Morocco are champions are Moroccans. We have all seen football. Football games start on the pitch and end on the pitch. You don't go play a game in the offices, then you come and say you are champions. No. They were beaten clearly by Senegal. Benin accept that they lost on the pitch, so they lost. Exactly, they have to accept it. It's football. Football is played and won on the pitch. You know, when you go and start crying foul and going to court to beg people to give you a victory, and then you have to think again. That's not how football is played. Court of arbitration in Switzerland have ruled, so Morocco champion, either you like it or not. Beni Botema, it's not about whether we like it or not. Anyone and everyone who is a football fan, who loves football, will tell you that Senegal beat Morocco. They beat them clean and square. We all saw it. And again, it's not like Morocco did not take the penalty. They gave them the penalty. They kicked and they missed. Well, what else do they want? What else do they want? They gave them the penalty. They kicked it and missed. Accept it and move on. Exactly, Timmy. They missed. How will you feel in 15 years? You tell your son, oh, Morocco won the African Nations Cup, and your son asks you, who did they win against? You said they won against Senegal. What was the score? What would you say? Okay, Beni Botema say doesn't matter. Cars decided, so we can talk long or short. Morocco are the champions. No, they are not. Beni Botema, let me ask you a question here. If someone, your son, I don't know how old you are, say in 15 years, ask you that Morocco won the African Nations Cup by beating Senegal, what was the score? What would you say? And they will say, we all know how Morocco did the corruptions. Exactly. And even with the corruption, they still didn't win. 3-0 forfeit. Okay, if he says 3-0, and then he goes now to YouTube and watch the game, what will you tell him? You sit him down and say, sorry, son, even though Senegal won in the game, we went to court. Your son will look at you and be like, are you serious? Timmy said, this is hard to read. It is really hard to read. He said 3-0. we don't have any video, any footage of, oh, Mariam is back. Mariam, oh, I see those shoes. They look good though. Mariam, they look good. Why don't you like them? They look good. Wow, they look good. Say the same for RS Tunis against Wydad few years ago. Still, Les Tennis is champion. Man, we don't care about what happens between Les Tennis and what's that? Morocco. We are talking about the African Nations Cup, and this decision from CAF has made African football look like a joke. Trust me. Forget about Morocco and Senegal. It's made people have looked African football as a joke. That was a very beautiful tournament. Good football. It attracted so many fans. I had to go to Morocco to watch Cameroon. I was in Marrakesh for 8 days to watch the games. Man, do you have another phone with you? Is that me? I have another phone, yes. Man, it was my only size and there were no other colors. My small feet were hurting, forcing me to wear those colors. Madam, I will tell you those colors are great. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with those colors. So, Benny, what the hell does that Benny does that mean, Benny? Benny, what I'm saying is let's forget about Morocco and whatever. African football or CAF has taken us one step backward by that decision. They made us a laughing stock by that decision, where two teams play a game, one team wins, and then a month after that, a decision comes to say, oh, they did not win. That was a joke. That was a serious joke, and that has damaged the reputation of African football. It has. Open YouTube, and I want one feedback or review from you. Wait, Aniru, what do you mean? What do you mean you want one feedback from me? Wait, let me see. One second, let me open it. Ooh, One sec, one sec, one sec, one sec. Someone sent me a message and said they wanted to ask me something. Libya's Premier League is now Africa's highest paid. I've just seen something. Libya Premier League is now Africa's highest paid football league. Congolese striker Faisal Mayala has just signed a lucrative 2-year deal with Libyan champions Al Ahly Tripoli, worth a reported $5 million annually, making him the highest paid footballer in any African league. Jesus Christ. $5 million in Libya. Sorry, guys, let me go and read your messages. I'm sorry. Open your YouTube. I want one feedback or review from you. Okay, I will open it and it will give me a sec. Madam said there was a great black shoe, but it was too big for your feet. My feet will never forgive you. So my feet will never forgive you. Let's watch the Senegal vs Morocco highlight, shall we? Yes, Timmy, let's watch it. I really want to watch it. Will you look at that? Let's watch it. I really want to watch it. Search Unity Cup India vs Jamaica and see the gameplay, and please give me a review. Oh yeah, that Unity Cup, the one that took place in Charlton. Yeah, I saw that game. I didn't watch it. What was the score between Jamaica and India? I watched Senegal and Morocco match. What was the score against Morocco and India? Who won it? 2-0 to uh, um to Jamaica, yeah. It means India didn't play bad then. They did not play bad. If it ended just 2-0, then India didn't play bad. I expected more. Excuse me. It was just 2-0, then they didn't play bad. But that doesn't mean that they should play against Brazil. Because against Brazil will just be a disaster. Total disaster, I'll tell you that. It will be a total disaster. They will get battered. Not yet. Let me go to it. One sec, Nero. Sorry. Let's see. 1 second, Nero. I was about to check something. What was that? Okay. 1 minute. Let's go. Unity Cup, India, Jamaica. India vs Jamaica. Oh yeah, 2-0, that one. But dude trashed them like 47. But I was Nike or Adidas. That's I've gotten different types of boots, but I've never worn any of those brands as boots. But I've got them as trainers. I love Adidas as trainers. I love Adidas. I've got Adidas. I've got more Adidas than I've got Nike. The Nike I have, I just use it for my football. But I love Adidas. But when it comes to football boots, I'm not really sure.
The second at Vicarage Road and the third one now at the Valley. How about that? And just in terms of the beautifully named stadiums, three goes way back in time as this one comes into us a near post and is easily
I'm watching it now. I know I'm watching it. Adidas, yes, me. To mind Adidas. Yeah, I like Adidas. Adidas has some good stuff. I really like Adidas. But as I said, for boots, I'm not really sure. That first goal Jamaica scored, Jesus Christ. That is a very good goal. That was a very good goal. Why nobody closed him down? And India was so deep. Well, the pitch was so empty. Why? There are so many Jamaicans in London and India, but the pitch is so empty that nobody went to watch the games. What is the channel name? It's called Fan Code. This one is what's the channel name? Let's see. Can't even see the name. Oh yeah, I can't even see it. Why am I unable to see the channel? Okay, it says Indian football. The channel is Indian football. The channel here is Indian football. What is the channel name? It's not fan code. It's just the name is just Indian football. That's the channel. Madam, how is your training going? Are you enjoying it? How is it going? Oh, is that the official channel for India? Okay, I didn't know that. That's good. But that first goal Jamaica scored is a very good goal. Very, very good goal. Top corner, keeper, no chance. But the broadcaster was fan code. So that fan code, is it like an Indian uh, uh, TV station? Yeah, the first goal was great. But if I was this coach, I would be shouting at my players because they gave him plenty of space and time on the ball. Plenty of space and time on the ball to have taken that shot. India had a very good chance in that second half and they made a mess of it. Oh, it was offside. That was a foul. So, who is the Indian manager? Who is the Indian first team manager? Is he good? Is he a good coach? Falco is India mobile. Okay. Khalid, who? Jamal. Okay, that's what I've seen him here. Was he like a former player? He's Indian coach. Okay, yeah. I think I've just seen him here. I think doing a substitution. Is he a good coach? Did he ever play for India? They've got a free kick out of the box. Very corner kick. I've seen a comment there. Someone said, "Leave football before football leaves you." I don't know who they were referring to. Say, "Leave football before football leaves you." You see that India has an old player that the thing should still not be playing. They lost just 1-0 against Zimbabwe. For club level, he is good. But for the national team, he's not. Which club did he manage? And he has no international experience. He just have Indian Super League experience. And Indian Super League, he's result oriented. Ah, okay, I see. But he did his best. It's not easy. Football coaching is tough, Anirudh. I will tell you, it's tough, especially when you don't really have the players that you want. It's tough, and most of the times people feel like, oh, a team is not winning because of the manager. It's partly because of the manager, and sometimes the players as well. There are some players that are lazy. And there are some players that do not do what the manager tells them to do. And then some people will be like, yeah, if the players are not doing what you tell them to do, and then you have lost your authority. No, some people are just stubborn. It's just like even in your house. There are some times that parents say stuff and their kids disrespect them. Or a teacher says something in school. I didn't watch the second goal. Let me see that second goal. I've just called the second goal. I didn't see it. He managed Jamshipu. Okay, Jamshipu FC. Let me see the second goal. That second goal was nice. It was a good goal. It was a good goal. That second goal was a good goal. Ooh, they almost scored again. So is this guy still is he still the manager of India? Shoot! But if India could lose to Bangladesh, it tells you how bad they are. Well, I would expect India to beat all those countries around them. Bangladesh, uh, 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 Afghanistan, Pakistan, India should be able to beat all of those countries. If is struggling to beat countries like that, and then I think there's a problem. Did India win any game in this Unity Cup? Because they lost to Jamaica, they lost to Zimbabwe as well. Did they play against Nigeria? The game is ended. Okay. So they played just two games. Mm, yeah, I see. I didn't watch it. I was thinking of going to watch one of those games. And then I look at the tickets. The tickets were so expensive. I think it was like 75 pounds. I'm like, why do I have to pay 75 pounds to go watch Nigeria against Zimbabwe in something called Unity Cup? No, I'm not paying that. Thank you very much. It was so expensive, so I was just like, nah, I'm not paying that. I refuse to spend money like that. I didn't even look at the result of the EFA Cup. There were so many games today. I look at the games, there's just so many. I was just like, most of them were championship teams and League One. I was just not interested. My team won in the FA Cup. Which one is your team? Timmy. Which one is your team? Which team? Wait, I don't think it was the FA Cup they played today. It was the EFA Cup, Carabao Cup. They call it these days. I'm not sure it was the FA Cup. Sheffield Wednesday. Ah, Sheffield, man, Sheffield struggling. Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield. Who did you beat? Who did you beat? Who did you play against? Hmm? Who did you beat? Sheffield Wednesday. When Sheffield went to the championship, I had hopes for Sheffield, to be honest. And then I think they had some financial difficulties. They were deducted points, and then now they've gone back to League One. They've gone back to League One. Okay, people, I've been on live for 2 hours now. It's time I take my leave. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of you that came on my life. I really appreciate all of you. I've got to go now. Timmy said no. Wait, I need to say something. You know, we had a really good foreign women's coach for our women team. Really, she just started her journey and was already getting good results and plus gameplay. But suddenly, Indian FA sacked her. Ah, that's crazy. Just because they decided to keep Indian coaches for all the national team categories. That's crazy. Just get someone who can do the job. That's what matters. No, that's what matters. That's crazy. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining. I've been on live for 2 hours now. I might be live again tomorrow, if not, and then probably Thursday or Friday. But as I said earlier, I want to be on these lives as many times as I can. You know, yeah, I need to build it up again. I had relented a little bit, so I need to get back on it. And especially Timmy and Annie Road, thank you guys so much. I don't know why they take this type of foolish decision. I mean, what they exactly want. It's stupid. You know, it's stupid. Just get a coach who has what it takes, who is qualified enough to do a good job. That's what matters. You know. Okay, guys, I'm leaving you guys now. Thank you so much. I will see you again. What's your analysis report? I would say India did well against Jamaica. They considered just 2 goals against a very physical Jamaican team. But if they try that shit against Brazil, they'll get battered. Trust me. That's my analytical report. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I'm off now. I might see you maybe tomorrow, Thursday, but definitely on Friday because there's a Premier League game. Manchester City against who is that? Crystal Palace. What about the Indian team gameplay? They didn't play bad. They didn't play bad. But I think their decision making was not very good. They had problem in finishing. Yeah, it feel like when whenever they get into the final third, they panic. They were not clinical. It's like they didn't know what to do at that point, and that is the most important part of the pitch. You know, that's where you need to be focused and finish clinically. But whenever they move the ball forward, they were taking shots far away from the goal. But it's something they can work on. Something they can work on in training before they meet Almighty. No, I did not because I was watching the screen at the same time I was on live, so I didn't really pay more attention. And the video was less than I think it was 10 minutes, so I didn't notice him. Okay, guys, you guys have a good evening, and I will talk to you again tomorrow or Thursday or Friday. It's always nice talking to you guys. Have a good one, Aniru and Timmy. Bye for now.